Hi everybody, Linda Carroll here from my studio, Gather of Great Things, and it's Mindful Monday. As you can see, I've been working using one of the decollage backgrounds that we made last week. There's not a lot left to look at from the background, but that's okay. I know it's there. And it just kind of fills in around the collage that I've been working on today. I hope everybody's well, and springtime has arrived here at the beach, and trying to get our COVID shot appointments lined up. It's a little difficult, but we're still working on it. Anyway, this week we're going to do a collage self-portrait, and there are so many different ways that you can do the portrait. You might want to do your full body. You might just want to do your face. And the way I chose to do it is to choose things out of my basket and that I had already cut out of magazines, and to find some main images that I was going to use, and they ended up determining the colors that I was going to include in this particular collage. I also found a drawing that I did, oh my gosh, this was back in 1998, I'm thinking. I did a self-portrait when I was teaching in middle school, and I just decided to use the eye out of the self-portrait. Everything else, not quite everything. This piece, the butterfly, is from the collage kit, and the pomegranates are from the collage kit. Everything else has been cut out of magazines, and then my self-portrait I enlarged on the computer, and I'm going to use that for today. That particular picture was taken last fall, 2020, so it's not a very old image. The lot of the pieces that I chose do tell a story, so my collage turned into a narrative. And the piece that I chose after choosing the image I was going to use was this butterfly. And this butterfly symbolizes my thyroid, which I've been dealing with since 2012. And I had a hyperactive thyroid. It went hyper, and I ended up having to have radiation treatment to, they said, kill off the thyroid. I don't know if that ever happened totally, but I've been dealing with the results of having that disease, and still now I have hypothyroidism, which is not fun, to say the least. Anyway, the thyroid's a butterfly-shaped part of your neck, and since it has pretty much determined a lot of things in my life, that became a focal point for me. And then I found this piece, and the colors worked really well with the butterfly itself, and I loved the burgundies and the pinks. That kind of worked with my pomegranates, and actually I thought with my colors in my face, I also really like the 20s and 30s, the styles, the music, the a lot of things, the jewelry that I really like from the 30s. Of course, I probably romanticize what was really happening, but this particular image spoke to me, and so I decided to include her. Then I found some great textures that I included in here. I included a deer. The deer's I consider one of my spirit animals. And I found these circles. Actually, I cut them out with a 1-inch circle punch. And this one kind of reminded me of some teardrops. So the daffodils, I have daffodils blooming in my yard, and daffodils are, to me, the symbol that spring is returning. And if you look at the myth of Persephone, she is coming up out of the underground, and the land is starting to blossom and bloom again. And then in the autumn, when the pomegranates are ripe, she returns to the underground. And Persephone is an archetype that I have been guided by for my entire life. So I'm kind of paying homage to her in this particular collage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and glue a lot of these things together and then glue everything on the background. I usually don't work like that, but this one I'm going to try to do that. So the first thing, and there's water down here in the neck area, and I am a Scorpio, and that's a water sign. So when I saw this piece with the waves and everything and the darker background down here, I decided it would look really good with my butterfly. So you do not have to make your collage in this way. You can use any of the techniques that you know, or that we've done here on Mindful Monday, or maybe earlier in my videos. I've gone through a lot of different techniques. So, but this is the way mine happened to turn out today. I just chose things that worked in the color scheme and that called to me when I started pulling pieces. So I'm going to start gluing down. I'm just going to use my glue stick. And again, this is my favorite glue stick to use. So why don't you take a deep breath in and out. Relax your shoulders. Make sure your bottom is attached to your chair comfortably, or the floor, or the bed, wherever you happen to be sitting. that your feet are planted on the ground. And you can close your eyes if you want to, and you might visualize what you want your portrait to look like, or you might visualize things that you want to include in your portrait that are important to you or are symbols to you. And you might want to write some of those down. That's okay. Or while I am pasting mine down, if you aren't working along with me, you might start looking through your stash and maybe start pulling some things, or just enjoy the music that I'm going to put on and the process that I'm going to go through. I am going to speed it up so that you won't be bored by the process. Earlier I did video some of my process of putting this together, so I will show that as well. So for now, I'm just going to start gluing. So just relax and enjoy. Okay. I have everything glued down fairly securely. And I was as careful as possible when I was gluing these things down to make sure that my edges were overlapping and that I didn't have anything showing that I didn't want showing from behind the collage. I do see one little area up here that I have some of the background coming through, I think, of the hair. And I'm not sure I like this little triangle here, but it doesn't bother me too much. All in all, I really like the layout. It's balanced. I have a good mix of colors. I have a lot of symbols in here that mean a lot to me. I have the vintage papers in the background, and I like the bits of those that are showing through. And I think the only thing I'm going to work on, I need to add some more detail and darkness in here with my color pencils, and I will be working on that. And let's see, what color is this? This is work. But I will be working on that. And the next time we get together, I'll show you the other additional things that I've added to the collage. But for now, I think that my video is fairly complete, and I'm going to continue working on this this week, and next week I'll show you a little peek. I may have it finished by Waste Not Wednesday, and if I do, I'll show you on that one. But just that little bit of black I've added has helped a lot. And I think I need to make the pupil more make it darker so that it does stand out more. Okay. And I might go in and work with some of these areas that, you know, like back here in the hair, to blend the texture of the hair into the daffodils, the leaves and the stems, so that they, you know, they kind of blend together better. I might put some more color on my lips, and I might go in and work on this eye with colored pencils too. But all in all, I'm pleased with the way it worked out. I hope you enjoyed it too. And it's kind of reminds me of the collage I do in my Dancing Divas journal, and I'll put a link to that. It was actually the first the first video I did last year about this time. So you can take a look at that and see how I would embellish a piece like this. Okay, I hope you all had a great time. I did. And I hope you have a wonderful morning or evening or afternoon, whatever the case may be as you watch this. And I stay well. Many blessings to you. Bye for now.